Martin Shkreli, a.k.a. Pee-wee Shkreli, as Ghostface would call him, is getting 7 years in prison for like securities fraud and a bunch of other stuff. And he's been in prison since they revoked his bail. We'll break this down, but he's going to be in jail for 7 years, which is good for the public because this guy is crazy. Anyways, let's get into this Jordan Tower JT News. Hit that bell, hit that subscribe button. Nissi, a.k.a. Hovito, Puerto Rican, straight out of Rochester, New York, just dropped his Biggie tribute on his YouTube channel. Go subscribe. All its links are below right now. 360-degree camera link below. You can see what's going on in your house while you're away from your smartphone. And if you want to run ads in the channel, it's jordantowermedia@gmail.com. Martin Shkreli. If you don't understand him, I'll break it down a little bit. If you want to understand further, I suggest you watch American Greed on CNBC. They did a great job covering of this guy. This guy's really spooky, okay? So he's about 35, 36 years old, and he started a hedge fund called Ela Capital. But before that, he was working for UBS Wealth Management. UBS is a huge company, okay? And he started his own fund while working there for like the first 4 years. Then he started a fund around 2006. And in 2007, he was sued by the Lehman Brothers because he put a put option, which is like you put if a stock reaches a certain amount, you can buy. And he bet the wrong way. You can bet either it goes down or goes up. He bet the wrong way. Stock rose, and he didn't have enough funds to make the bank whole. So they sued him for $2.3 million. They won, but Lehman, as we all know, collapsed, so they couldn't collect. So that would have stopped him right there. But in 2009, he started his own business and launched MSMB Capital Management because obviously Elia, whatever it was over. They had judgments against him. It wasn't good. So he took its name from the initials of two founding portfolio managers, Shkreli and a childhood friend called Merrim Bystek. And they had these they shorted biotech companies. They did like, different therapeutic stuff, different stuff. They shorted and they won a lot of stuff. Okay, so he was managing people's money basically. Now the problem with Martin Shkreli is he was using these funds that people gave him. Okay, a hedge fund is you're managing other people's money. You're making money for yourself and other people. You take a fee for managing other people's money, a hefty fee. If you watch that show Billions, that's what that's about. Or if you watch Wolf of Wall Street, that's not what that is. But they're just trading stocks on that. But it's kind of like a hedge. But anyways, so basically he was using these people's money to buy his own stuff and live a lavish life, and he soon had to make up for this, right? Because, what if he kept, doing the fake returns and everything? Well, eventually, he thought of a way to get out of it, to cover all the money he's been spending. So he won a cash bid for AMAG Pharmaceuticals for $378 million, okay? Here, he founded Retrofin under his MSMB umbrella, which would make an emphasis on biotechnology for rare diseases. This is where he raised the price of that drug. He got this drug, Diapram, which is used for like AIDS patients and stuff. And it used to be $13.50 a pill. He rose it to $750 a pill in 2015. And this is where he gained a lot of criticism. Then this is where he really got out of control. Most people, when they get criticized for this, they go into hiding and they don't make a big fuss. They just let it blow over. Well, he had to respond to everybody. He started going on news networks that were criticizing him. Then he went on the Breakfast Club for criticizing him. And then he also bought the WuTang album around this time. And then Ghostface had something to say about him. So then he responded to Ghostface with he had his friends dress up like they were goons, threatening him. And then, obviously Ghostface responded because it's Ghostface and he's an entertainer. Okay, Martin Shkreli is supposed to be a pharmaceutical guy, and also a hedge fund guy, a professional. But what he really was running is similar to a Ponzi scheme, allegedly. You know, like, I don't, you know, obviously he's going to jail now for 7 years for securities fraud. You can't just you have a fiduciary duty managing people's money, and he went against that. I would even, you know, compare him to like almost like a Wolf of Wall Street or something like that. You know, like, he didn't make as much money, but, you know, I don't know. So obviously now we know that the $2 million WuTang album, and he also somehow bought the Lil Wayne album Carter 5 that he claimed to have. These will be he was supposed to give the court $7.4 million to like make people whole again. So they took this WuTang album. He also had a Picasso, an artwork by Pablo Picasso. So they also took the Lil Wayne album, the WuTang album. These are all, you know, in the possession of the court now to sell and try to make the people who invested in Martin Shkreli whole again. But yeah, man, he's going to be doing 7 years, which is good, but he's still going to be a piece of crap when he comes out. Now his credibility might be shot, but for some reason it always seems like guys like this always find another scheme when they come out of jail. If you watch American Greed on CNBC, you always see how it could be scary out here, man. Like, there's a lot of people after your money looking to take advantage of you. And this guy was really weird. Like, even so why was he in jail before this? Why was his bail revoked? Well, he was on he was streaming a lot and getting into it with people and doing live streams. And when the whole, you know, Trump and Hillary debate started happening, you know, for presidency, he talked about Hillary and in a way where the Secret Service looked into him, and because he had been arrested around the time he was beefing with Ghostface Killah for this very crime. And, you know, he caught the attention of Capitol Hill just off of raising the price of that drug. Then he was called before Capitol Hill and made a mockery of everybody on Capitol Hill that he was standing in front of by tweeting out after he was answering to them about hiking the price of drugs. He made fun of everybody in the court, like, oh, I can't believe these imbeciles are running our country. So when he criticized Hillary, Secret Service looked into him. This violated his bail, which he, you know, had put up when he was first arrested for securities fraud. So they were going to hold him until this very case. And obviously he's found guilty. Something wrong with this guy, really. But anyways, guys, what do you guys think about this? I mean, you know, people like this, we don't need people like this out here, you know, like taking advantage of people. This is like, you know, Bernie Madoff and people like that, just taking advantage of people, wiping out their life savings. And then, you know, picture your mom or something, you know, she takes her life savings and invested it somewhere thinking she's making her money, and then all of a sudden she has no money. She's in the street. Think about things like that before you're like, oh, don't wish jail on nobody. Some people need to be out of society, man. Seriously. Anyways, guys, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Hit that bell, hit that subscribe button. I appreciate you guys tuning in. This is Jordan Tower JT News. If you want to run ads, it's Jordan Tower Media gmail.com. I appreciate you guys, and I'll check you on the next one. Hova Nissi, a.k.a. Hovito, Puerto Rican, straight out of Rochester, New York, just dropped his Biggie tribute on his YouTube channel. Go subscribe. All its links are below right now.
Hova a boss, yeah, it's obvious to see, huh? That I'm the one you epitomize, and I done criminalized a lot of minds in my lifetime. Now when I write rhymes, I write them in my mind. Time to let a new nigga shine. Yup, young Hovito, shout out Puerto Rico. And all my Dominicanos deported for Perico. Heard your CD, that shit was weak though. Left it in the street about a week ago. You sing too much, and to the table you corny niggas don't bring too much. Trying to get touched by me, well I'm the man to get you touched. Either I'm running out of time or your time is up. Either way we bout to switch shit up. I'm on my grind, nigga. I'm hard to find like Pac in Cuba. Knowing shit got real when I dropped the Ruger. Whoa, came out of nowhere. Niggas screaming no fear. Thought they was the heir to the throne till I got here. Everything I drop hot got them feeling like Pac here. And if I'm so close to the top, then why should I stop here?